As you can see at the top of your screen, OneTap against them here. Let's see, early play actually seems pretty good. Spend it early, locking down the T-map. Magnus takes a face full of bullets though, and HiGHLiGHTS goes down as well. Enterprise's defense on the A site has collapsed entirely, and it doesn't look like Enterprise are actually going to try. No, they are going to try some shenanigans to take it back. Matty's pace, but there's no way. 1 versus 5 now. HiGHLiGHTS is gone. Neo. Going on. So, again. HiGHLiGHTS does get a little bit tagged up. Only the OneTap are walking right into the jaws of a trap. Though Mattis getting dropped, it might change that. HiGHLiGHTS is going to get spotted out here and deleted. Smek, very nice job for them to try and salvage round. 3 versus 3 on the site itself. Neo, though, goes 1 for 1. The T-Girls are doing work. Adron, last one standing here. This has turned into a much more desperate situation I think anyone could have expected. Magnus is gone, but HiGHLiGHTS is still here and still dangerous. Enterprise being held at connector. OneTap should be able to move their strength in. The Swift getting knocked down is no good. Sell their life dearly as the reinforcements are coming. Well positioned, but no, gets knocked down. OneTap, they are deal. Magnus doing a fantastic job getting on, leaves us 1v1. Intercept is a risky course here. No, both back off. Enterprise and OneTap, but holding on to it. Magnus is going to try and hold ground and Smek up on the box. Gets one, spots Magnus as well. HiGHLiGHTS does at least get one back in the fold. And a good spray through. We're down to 2 versus 3 though. Mattis with the only rifle left for the Enterprise squad. And it looks like they are a known quantity where they're coming from. HiGHLiGHTS. Those are all the OneTap need to do is wait and see. And they do get the round back. This huge amount of utility flooding the area where Enterprise will be fighting out for. Smek gets a little too aggressive. Ultimately, it's just the one casualty with HiGHLiGHTS falling back after taking a fair bit of incidental damage, down to just 7. Geo, not willing to sit back, still going to pick up another kill as Magnus goes on a roam. OneTap, take them. As Mattis gets a little caught up. Nice molly work there, but Mattis is able to get the kill back nonetheless. OneTap going to be charging in, but Enterprise are quick on the play. They've got 2 members on the site and they're tearing in. It's HiGHLiGHTS who's barely alive. Going after the play, but getting hit from the side by Adron. There you can see falling back again, calling on their teammate, and that's all that's needed in day 2. Of course, we will have 5 days of this regional Swiss. As Modo picks up the opening kill. Again, needs to buy time for HiGHLiGHTS to try and join in the conversation. Mattis does take down HiGHLiGHTS. HiGHLiGHTS looking for a stray limb poking out, now backed up by Neo as well. It's a 3v3. Scratch that 2v3. Mangus, though, evens the numbers up once again. The plant has not yet been made. It needs to happen right now. Unfortunately for Enterprise, they haven't got anyone to cancel out quite yet. Modo is the last one standing. Almost managed to cover one angle at a time. They're going to try and get up close and personal. The shot misses, and Modo is gone. Enterprise to try and focus on your particular carries. Mattis opens us up here, taking out HiGHLiGHTS, and Smek is gone as well. Modo hits the blind shot through. The OneTap might be starting to feel the pressure a little bit. Their back balances aren't so strong as Neo proves themselves a superior sniper in this round, and we're down to Adron for OneTap as that was incredible. Thank you, Adron. Thank you, Adron. A little obscured. How unfortunate for Adron. Which means Enterprise takes strongly defending the B site, though Mattis coming back. Won't put a light for those words. Utility coming out. Mattis Does manage to get one, as Adidas is dropped. Swifter gets another kill in, though, and the B site plant utility as Enterprise bully their way out onto the point, into the sights of HiGHLiGHTS, who grabs 2 at once. He's off big. There will be no win streak for Enterprise in this first half. Nice job between days 1 and 2, as we said, as Matthias will run into a little bit more trouble. It's an even trade, ultimately, with Swifter managing picking up. Remember, no, they spot this coming. They provide enough intel, but they will drop. Neo, though, given those crucial seconds to come back and get into position, they show themselves. Elive gets cut down. Neo, with the AWP, is deleted as well. Adidas. Opening up. In terms of raw firepower, it's in favor of OneTap, though they have dropped Smek. And Adidas managed to pull it off as well. This will be a huge momentum killer for OneTap if they can't even get a single kill back at the end of the first half. And they can't. Enterprise get themselves a clean. The OneTap are going to have to be very, very careful indeed. Mangus does get taken out. As Smek round the corner. Wasn't necessarily expecting a bully there, but OneTap use their numbers and get the advantage. Plant is still good, though, over on the B site. Solid defense here from Enterprise. Adidas going absolutely crazy. Moto, last one standing. Gets one. Can't get the second, and with that, control are looking towards A. OneTap scrambling to get back in position. Swifter actually takes the opening frag. Moto hits another as well. Numbers advantage to OneTap, even if HiGHLiGHTS is walking wounded. Moto is dropped. Mangus could be short to follow, but no, they pick up the double. Smek and Adron turn it back to leave just one member. Neo now is going to have to spread themselves across. Does get one, but not the second. And it took everything. Opening kill to Enterprise. And a second as well. The B site firmly time. But all credit to them. They did win the fight. Should go Enterprise's way as Neil actually gets a little lift up. Swifter just about wins out that last trade. Couldn't have been closer. We have got the advance onto Swifter's position, though, and they will be deleted. HiGHLiGHTS and Adron, the ones who are looking for, and they both pick up kills. Enterprise now in real trouble. Moto at least doesn't have the rifle to be as much of a threat. That's number 8 coming in from the spawn. But it will be backed up by Smek in just a second. Adron knocked down. Into Neo is the last one standing, and upsy downsy. HiGHLiGHTS. Mattis actually gets taken out by Adron on the approach in. Nice off-site defense there. Smek picks up another. What a disaster for Enterprise. Holy. Neo goes up against a little bit tougher competition than they can handle at this particular point. Getting dropped early on. This is starting to build up towards OneTap building a run themselves as HiGHLiGHTS gets picked off from Palace. A cheeky kill from Adidas, but one that was well needed from Enterprise to reset the match. Swifter walks out into the crossfire from Enterprise. Mid-round they dearly need. Adron picks up one, Smek the other. We're down to 2 versus 3, but OneTap's members are almost dead. Adron is dropped. Moto is almost dead as well. Sneaky though, and that's the way to do it. Elive goes to the 1v1, wins that out. But no, ultimately, it took Moto down to the board. They're going to make this one count, but it could all be over very soon. Moto can't quite get into place before being knocked over. And OneTap, what a disaster to start off the round. Enterprise finding a different way of aggressing as Swifter finds one, but can't turn into a second. Adron at least brings the numbers to somewhat even. Adron is dropped. Mangus picks up. Enterprise forcing their way onto the site. Swifter is gone. This is, of course, a classic Enterprise style. OneTap scrambling to get back into position. The Smek does pick up one. Adron going in pretty far through the smoke. They're going to walk right into the opposition. Modo is gone. This is going to be a miracle if they can take it. And it's not going to happen. Enterprise pushing now bodily on to the A site. HiGHLiGHTS does get one, but is going to be mollied away. Actually, no, two are dropped. This could be a disaster. Enterprise, they've not got control of the bomb right now. They're lobbing a lot of utility around to try and buy themselves time as HiGHLiGHTS is at least able to even up the numbers. Bear in mind, though, the Mangus is not part of this current play. They will be approaching. We saw this before. OneTap Gaming not checking their rear front though. Gonna spot the target coming out and gets one. Mangus saves the round for Enterprise. That is huge for them. We've now got a realistic possibility of seeing this one going up to 14-14. Mangus is still alive. The plant is being made and gets another as well. What Enterprise should absolutely be extremely grateful for that performance, but Mattis does get knocked down early on in this pistol round from OneTap. Smek is tempted by going for the AK, and they will be able to secure it. Being aggressed onto by HiGHLiGHTS. Unfortunately, Geo is spotted. The just knocked down as well. I think all the kills so far. Yeah, looking for that sniper kill. The flash is good. Baits out the shot. Modo gets a couple. And OneTap. Well, teams play against other teams with similar records rather than having set matchups. As Swifter gets taken down early by Aegis. And a second kill as well. OneTap so close to the victory they can taste it. Mattis traded back, at least keeps hope alive. It's looking like Enterprise's round. Adron last one alive. Stopper here for OneTap, knowing they've only got that one more chance. Adron not quick enough on the draw. Mangus at all. Swifter getting one back is at least something. Themselves away. I wonder if they're planning on... Oh! Geo gets just the one, but it also... That's exactly where Enterprise are coming from. Coming from the back of Connector. Unfortunate Smek looks away just the wrong time, which means Enterprise can bust through Connector. Swifter with Mattis at their back has to try and make it work, but they can't. Adron spots their target but can't quite get the shot off in time. I think this is Enterprise's round. The plant is being made, but no, Mattis is gone. It's time to 1v1 versus Mangus, and Mangus comes through clutch again. While making life harder for the teams who are winning, which makes sense. Enterprise get the first kill. HiGHLiGHTS getting taken out, drops the bomb immediately. Swifter comes through massively with assistance from Modo, has turned this round around. Mangus. Yes. Mangus is gone on OneTap. Enterprise pick up the first kill onto Modo. We have seen the strong defenses here from OneTap before. You can see the utility raining down to the site. They're the only one here from OneTap still alive. Adron, my apologies, firing out of Mart. Swifter gets one, but it's not looking like it's going to be good enough to stop Enterprise from drawing even here. Mangus is low, but Adron, not very much left they can do. They've got to look three different ways to find their targets. Adron does get one of them, but not the follow-up kill in the A site. They're there in force, but Masses gets knocked down straight away. And that's, wow, OneTap ripped them apart. Enterprise, no real more choice than to continue to go in here now that we're in overtime. A very impressive defense there from OneTap. And they actually get a clean round as well. Not too of the Connector. Neo will be there to at least make it a little bit less welcoming as Swifter is blown up. All kinds of blown up on the way in. OneTap still though going to keep on pressing as Mangus Doesn't get the kill, but then the second time is just as good. HiGHLiGHTS will be having to deal with the players from the CT spawn. Moto is dropped as well. It's 2 versus 4. This is where miracles are made, but for OneTap, waiting for them. Can't quite get the kill done though. Magus, nice deployment of the fire, but not enough to get them through. 2 kills back for Enterprise means that OneTap might be faltering a little bit here. Swifter still able to lock down the damage. Swifter spots out Mattis coming in for the smoke. Could be an important round for OneTap to try and build themselves back in. And they get it. You can see there's a 3 or even 4 strong defense here. Smek walks out into the guns of HiGHLiGHTS, and I think that's going to spell the end of the round. Takes a fair bit of a kicking as a nice grenade lands, but Moto picks up a kill. Neo is almost gone. That's number 3. So they're falling back from the fray. Mattis, though, finds the back of HiGHLiGHTS' head, but Adron able to trade it back. Unfortunately, though, it will be an E. OneTap were definitely better on the CT before. Though, to be fair, in the main body, before we get into overtime, OneTap were better on their T side by their CT to get us here to overtime. However, it is not on B with some flex defenders coming in from the side. Matthias gets chunked early on, but OneTap get annihilated, losing 2 members there. Digis doing a fantastic job of defending. It's now just a Moto now. The pressure is on. Does get 1. They are very much a known quantity though, and that's going to be a second seed. If they lose out this round, they will have been completely shut out on their CT side, and it's looking like they're going to. Adron and HiGHLiGHTS, the last one standing. If there's anything crazy in the wheelhouse for HiGHLiGHTS, the last one, it's going to happen right now, and it's not going to. 3 clean. It has been one hell of a fight so far. Adron dropped. Mattis with a second as well. Beyond belief here. Mattis, what a monster! Gets the 5k and puts the boot home. Because they lost their choice of map. Now, we are in Enterprise's town, and they will, as you'd expect, pick up the first kill to start things off well. OneTap, though, able to reply. So HiGHLiGHTS not going to be totally kept at bay. Smek doing some nice work there, but not able to deny Enterprise from pushing any further. Prep the way for the other members of the squad. Moto needs to win this duel, but they can't do it. And with that, one touch place before, there's no reason for them not to try now. Does check their angles, and so will go. He's going to stalk them round. Unfortunately, Swifter looks the wrong way this time round of the site, which means Adron is back in immediately. Smoke will keep a lot of the defenders there as the boosted up Swifter will get knocked down. Smek gets 1 before dropping. Adron gets 2 though, and suddenly OneTap have the numbers advantage, even if their weaponry leaves quite a lot to be desired. Adron in from the back gets another. What a hero. Enterprise getting aggressive here. Even trade so far, and HiGHLiGHTS actually drops. This is a major advantage now for Enterprise. They'll steal away one of those AKs and force the retake from the north. Adron, though, continues to impress, picks up 1. The north versus south divide here. Neo up on the balcony. Somehow Enterprising, they might manage this. Mangus, last one standing with the AK. They're going to come out firing, and they manage it. The Mangus comes. OneTap are trying to redeploy. As Enterprise coming with a full head of steam. Swifter gets 1, turns for the second, but it's the third that gets them, and needing to. Holy moly! Enterprise does get the opening kill of HiGHLiGHTS, taking most of their health in the exchange, but still alive. You can see Enterprise very much thinking if they want to commit further play up here. Swifter being knocked down on the A site means that Enterprise to get onto the site itself. Misses the shot. HiGHLiGHTS though, holy crap, picks up 3 in a row. Spraying and praying and getting paid off. HiGHLiGHTS is the last one standing though. And it proves to be a something for the next round. Mangus manages to find that first kill as the pile of OneTap members comes calling. Mangus picks up the 3K, finds their target, and misses the shot. No, Adron takes Mangus down. I think it's going to be only that one though. It's going down towards the bomb. And Smek is deleted. A here for OneTap with Modo having a little bit of flexibility. Going to poke the nose out and take the head off HiGHLiGHTS. That's pretty tough. Takes a second shot but misses. Goes for the third. Will land. Mattis is able to take them down. OneTap though, so they'll be able to get the orb back. Smek, unfortunately, they had the drop on their opponent, but couldn't manage to get the kill down. Mattis round the corner as Adron, we remember from before, up here on the B site, the miracle worker for the OneTap squad, and Swifter grabs another. Mangus getting hit by a stray HE grenade, while the tons of explosive HiGHLiGHTS gets blown up on the approach from over on the site itself, or the A site, with Adron coming back. HiGHLiGHTS grabs another. Neo looking desperately for their target, finds it. HiGHLiGHTS is down, and for Enterprise, with 3 members remaining and Neo walking wounded, scratch that. Neo is out of there. One goes down, and the other as well. Swifter try and take on a pretty tough task. Takes out HiGHLiGHTS going through the apartment, which means they get hold of the M4, and Enterprise's hopes have just gone up dramatically. You see OneTap scrambling out of the A site, get in position. Swifter though, that crossfire is not here this time, but Swifter is still up to task. HiGHLiGHTS with the orb finds their target, but now is blinded. It's gonna walk backwards into Swifter, I think, to give them the 4K. Take some damage off. HiGHLiGHTS and Swifter defending on the A site. Mangus gets the trade, despite the ambush being very carefully laid by OneTap, as Smek has moved up Banana, but falls victim to a HiGHLiGHTS. Very, very nice defensive play there from Enterprise to avoid getting flanked, and that may be enough to break OneTap's streak. Swifter gets one, expects the flanking member. It's down to Adron versus 2. And there we go. Very early on, nice HE grenade onto the live. Molly as well. A lot of fire and flame for Enterprise on the approach. Smek is the first one to drop though. Adron is on the site, the Miracle Maker. Can they do it again? They've been driven back, and no, Adron is gone. Modo, it falls to you. Let's take that Mattis, and HiGHLiGHTS stops the reinforcements. Modo and HiGHLiGHTS last one standing. Enterprise do look like they're going to take this off. And with HiGHLiGHTS gone, Enterprise come. Smek getting the opening kills here. Whoa! That's a good momentum killer if you ever needed one. Neo does at least able to get one back. But they don't live long to enjoy, or 2 back as it. And with the earth shattering, is anticipating some sort of shenanigans. Going in through the fire is OneTap. Mattis gets 2 members at once. This saves the round for Enterprise. HiGHLiGHTS comes in to grab more, and just like that, OneTap was absolutely everything. That hunters are coming for HiGHLiGHTS, and HiGHLiGHTS decides to do that anyway. And I can only wish you the best of luck. OneTap get the opening kill on a highlight reel. How many times that can be an absolutely devastating play, as HiGHLiGHTS grabs 2 kills in a row. Mangus with a follow-up It seemed like Enterprise are on track to draw even 10-10. Modo charging in with your anyway, as Among Us shows us what sniping is all about. Modo does pick up the triple, and the quadra goes for the plant, and if they hadn't, who knows? Smek with the opening kill. Means now the B site is totally open. 2 kills back in for Enterprise to try and slowly advance on OneTap. Flashes, but they're being sent the wrong way. Mattis is down. We're now 3 versus... OneTap surrounded from multiple sides. Even trade so far. HiGHLiGHTS one, Among Us the second. And just like that, what seemed to be an even trade back. The fuse? No, it's no good! By only everything on this single push. So there is the smoke. Smek is dropped. That's the attentions of Neo defending there. They've OneTap have got no time left. They'll take a second casualty on the way in as well. Swifter able to punch through, but D just gets another. For OneTap, it feels like it must, it's been a mistake to maintain that flexibility. Looking to plant, but gets a kill. Waiting for them. OneTap do land a shot onto Mattis, but the equipment disparity on the full display there. Swifter the first of all, Geo hype as well. If there was a miracle in the offing, OneTap apparently are missing out right now, down to 2 versus 5. Now just hoping they can get at least a kill back in. Adron does pull it off. Modo, the last one standing. And that's 0-2 in the competition, despite a much stronger performance in this series than we expected. Neo gets the first kill in. Enterprise favoring the B. Even trade, not something that OneTap can afford to be doing. Now stalled out a little in the mid. Adron is gone. In Miracles getting shot in the foot, I think, or close enough. There by Neo. And there we go, Enterprise. They have recovered their tournament form.